Australia's defence forces could be grounded within weeks of an attack due to a desperate lack of fuel reserves, an incoming Liberal senator and retired senior military officer has warned. Jim Molan was the chief of operations for coalition forces in Iraq, and will enter federal parliament next month, replacing former Deputy Nationals leader Fiona Nash. He has issued a stark warning about Australia's readiness for war, saying the armed forces could be ineffective within 19 days if current stockpiles of petrol, diesel and aviation fuel run dry. We are almost unique throughout the world, in that we don't have a government-mandated strategic reserve of fuel, Senator Molan said. There are things that we can probably never build in this country, such as the Joint Strike Fighter and their most advanced missiles, he continued. But we should guarantee their delivery to Australia, which you can rarely do, or we should have them in warehouses. Unless we have a plan to get them when we need them, then I, as an ex-military commander, wouldn't want to cross the start line in doing something militarily, unless I had those warehouses behind me. The 2016 Defence White Paper warned Australia's dependency on fuel imports was a risk given tensions in the South China Sea, which is a major shipping route. Senator Molan said governments needed to better communicate the risks of not investing in defence. Last year, United States President Donald Trump criticized NATO members and allies who failed to commit at least 2% of their gross domestic product to defence spending, while Australia has committed to that target, announcing $30 billion in additional spending in the next decade in the 2016 White Paper. Senator Molan said that might not be enough. If American power is relatively in decline, is 2% of GDP enough? He said. You can't just hit 2% and achieve military perfection. You've got to stay at that level of expenditure